Finding cash buyers for wholesaling real estate is simple. The real skill is qualifying them. Because if you bring the right deal to the wrong cash buyer, you're going to get ghosted, you'll lose out on deals, and leave tens of thousands of dollars on the table. And because of how important it is of knowing what to say to cash buyers, I'm giving you my exact cash buyer script for free that has generated well over 7 figures in wholesaling profits. Now, within the script, I'll cover what to say, when to say it, and why, all leading you to knowing if they're a real cash buyer in 5 minutes or less. Plus, if they're a real buyer, you're going to get their exact buying criteria. This is the exact information that you need to know in order to actually wholesale deals to cash buyers. Hey, I'm Alex Martinez, CEO of RealEstateSkills.com, and we've helped thousands of wholesalers to build buyer lists that actually close and pay $10, $20, even $40,000 in wholesale fees per deal. So big picture, cash buyers are fix and flippers that buy our wholesale deals and pay us wholesale fees every single month. But most wholesalers go out about cash buyers backwards, meaning they find a random deal, then they find random buyers, and they beg them to want it. But here's what I do. I get the cash buyers' buying criteria first, then I only hunt for deals that match their exact buying criteria. Now, this is how you actually get paid faster and with bigger wholesale fees and actually close deals consistently. So to start off the call with a cash buyer, here's exactly what I say. I say, hey, my name's Alex and I'm a real estate investor in the area, and I actually wholesale property in San Diego, and I have access to properties for sale below market value. Are you currently buying right now? Now, 3 things happen here. Number 1, you're being transparent. So yes, you tell them that you wholesale property. There's no need being around the bush because cash buyers want to talk to professional wholesalers so that they can get more fix and flip deals. So make it clear that you wholesale. Now, number 2, you're positioning value. You share that you provide access to discounted properties, exactly what they want. And number 3, you're qualifying them immediately. You're asking them, are they buying right now? And this is very important because I'm not building a list of cash buyers that want to buy someday. I'm building a list of cash buyers that want to buy right now. Now, if they say yes, perfect, then I say, great. I just have a few quick questions so that I only send you deals that fit your criteria. Now, next in the script, we ask key questions to get their buying criteria in detail and to qualify them as a cash buyer. Now, if you only ask these particular questions I'm about to cover, you're going to be ahead of 99% of other wholesalers, and you'll be a pro from day one instead of an amateur. So question number 1, what areas do you like to buy property in? And I ask this question because I need to understand which zip codes, neighborhoods, cities, and counties this cash buyer likes to buy property in. This way, I can find the exact deals for them in those exact areas. Now, I don't want to find deals in 5 counties over that they never buy property in and then bring that deal to them. Because guess what? That just won't make sense. And you're going to look unprofessional to them because you're actually wasting their time, you're wasting your own time, and you certainly won't be closing any wholesale deals. Now, some cash buyers may tell you that they buy all over the county or the state, and some cash buyers may be very specific and tell you only neighborhoods or zip codes. Just keep in mind, when asking this question, different cash buyers will be buying in different places. Now, next question, what price ranges do you like to buy property in? I ask this question because I need to know the prices of properties that they like to buy in, because each cash buyer is different. So for example, cash buyers that only fix and flip in Ohio may respond with, I'll buy anything that needs fixing up under a $200,000 purchase price. Whereas cash buyers in California, they may say, I'll buy anything that needs fixing up under a $2 million purchase price. Big difference. So I need to know the price ranges so that I can serve them and their business. And so I don't bring them a property that has a $4 million purchase price when they only say they buy at $2 million. Does that make sense? Now, next question, what's your ideal property? And I ask this question to understand this particular cash buyer's bread and butter. So some cash buyers primarily only want to do renovations where the house is under 1,300 square feet and that needs minor cosmetic work with sub $40,000 renovation budgets. Whereas some cash buyers love the 3,000 plus square foot houses with $100,000 plus renovation budgets that need full gut jobs and to be basically rebuilt. So I want to understand, and I want you to understand, their ideal and favorite property with this question. This way it's always top of mind, and you know this and they know this. Now, next question, what types of properties are you looking to purchase? And I ask this question because I need to know, is this cash buyer interested in houses, condos, mobile homes, multifamily? Now, when we go about finding cash buyers that solely want to fix and flip houses, most of the time, you're going to find cash buyers that only want to buy houses. But you're also going to find cash buyers that might love doing the condo renovations or the bigger projects like multi-family apartments. So with this question, we're really starting to paint a good picture of exactly what this cash buyer wants. Now, question 5, what type of work are you looking to do to the properties? As mentioned, some cash buyers only like to do cosmetic lipstick jobs. So that means new flooring, new cabinets, new fixtures, and that's about it. But some cash buyers want to take out the kitchen and renovate it, and take out all the bathrooms, and take out the bedrooms, and add in a pool. And they'll completely remodel everything from top to bottom, including the roof and the foundation of the property if needed. And then we have some cash buyers that will add square footage to a property. This means that the existing structure of the property might be a 2-bed, 1-bath in 1,000 square feet, but they're going to change the layout. They're going to add 500 square feet to the property and an extra bed and bath. And they're doing this because they're adding value to the property and because their cost to actually build this out is much less than the retail value of it. So once again, this was what type of work are you looking to do to the property? Now, next question, what's your minimum profit or ROI that you need on this deal? Now, this question is absolutely vital. Some investors may say, if I'm working on a house where my all-in costs are $300,000, meaning the purchase price plus the repairs needed, and they're fixing and flipping it, well, they may tell you that they need a profit of $30,000, and this is going to be about a 10% ROI. Let's say they tell you that. Well, now you're starting to understand the exact profit that they want to get and their minimum profit. And now what's going to happen is you're not going to bring them deals that don't fit their minimum. And guess what most amateur wholesalers do? They bring bad deals to these cash buyers because they don't even know what their cash buyers' profits that they want to hit. Now, additionally with this question, it's extremely helpful because you're going to find deals that are close to their minimum profit or ROI needed. And what you're able to do is actually work with this cash buyer. And you can ask them, hey, I know your minimum profit's $30,000. This one's at $27,000. It looks like a great deal. It looks like you're going to make a profit on this all day. Do you think this one can work for you? And now in this situation, we're at least coming from a place of service and working with this cash buyer to get the deal done, even instilling confidence in their ability to do this deal so that we can get this deal across that 1-yard finish line. And this is the difference between closing no deals every single month and 3 to 5 deals every single month, from actually knowing what your cash buyers want on the money side and then working with them to actually score that touchdown and get this deal across the finish line. Next question, are there any types of properties or areas that you do not like to purchase property in? And this is a great question because there may be zip codes, cities, or neighborhoods that they don't want to buy in. And so guess what? We won't bring them deals in those areas. And they may have good reason for not buying there. For example, they may have had some unsuccessful deals there and there's just some bad juju in that zip code or those neighborhoods and they do not want to do deals there. And they may have lost money on deals in that area. Or maybe that area is depreciating in value, right? Maybe they know something that you don't. Or maybe the properties in that area are in flood zones, which makes it hard to sell properties once they've been fixed and flipped, even if they're beautifully renovated. And now they also might not like doing condos or multifamily properties and solely want to focus on houses. Well, that's no sweat off our back and allows us to keep on focusing on what they want by asking this question. Now, question 8, how many projects are you currently working on at the moment? Now, this question, it allows me to see if this is a serious cash buyer or not. Are they doing 0 deals or are they doing 5 deals right now? And any serious cash buyer worth their salt is going to be at least working on 1 deal right now. They're either renovating that property or it's on the market to be sold. Now, when I ask this question and they say, I haven't done a deal in 12 months, well, this probably isn't a sophisticated cash buyer that I or you even want to work with, because they're going to most likely be very slow to respond to you, to me, if they haven't pulled the trigger on at least 1 deal in 12 months. And as you'll talk to other cash buyers, you may find and talk to some that are working on 5 deals right now that they're currently renovating and selling. And he or she may tell you that I have 2 deals closing in 2 weeks and I need to refill my pipeline. Now, when you hear that, that's a serious cash buyer right there that we know wants deals and will get back to us quickly. So this question, it allows you to screen your cash buyers and see who are the ones actually doing deals and who's not actually doing deals. Now, question 9, how many projects have you completed so far? You'll find that some cash buyers that have literally done over 1,000 deals, some over 100, some 50, some may say 2. Now, once again, the cash buyers that have done more deals are going to be more sophisticated. They're going to have their numbers down to a science. they're going to have great contractor crews, and they're going to get back to us quickly on these deals. And these are the types of cash buyers that I love working with because they can tell you yes or no if a deal works, usually in a matter of minutes, if not hours. And these cash buyers can also give you feedback on each and every property you send them. If you ask, it won't happen automatically, but you can ask them so that you always know what they like and continually improve. So this is a very important question to help qualify our cash buyers and see if they're serious or not. Now, question 10, if I bring you 3 great deals in the next month, will you be able to purchase them all? Now, this question right here, it future paces. It looks into the future, and with the right cash buyer, it will get them excited. Now, the cash buyer that we do not want, they'll say, no, I don't have the capital for that, or I may be able to buy only one of those deals. Now, the cash buyer that we do want will say, yes, I can buy 3, I can buy 5, I can buy 10, right? The best cash buyers are not limited by capital. They will always make a great deal work no matter what, no matter from where, and no matter from who it comes from. Now, next question, how many properties are you looking to purchase in the next 6 months? And here's where I'm really understanding their immediate and midterm business goals. They could say 1, probably not someone I want to work with. They could say 18, much better, 24, even better, even 50, fantastic. So we're just getting closer and closer to painting that picture here of what this cash buyer wants and their business goals. And no matter what, I'm always trying to become this cash buyer's #1 deal provider and let them know that. Now, the more confidence they have in your ability to bring them deals, the more communication that they'll have with you and the more money you're going to make. So when asking this question of how many properties you're looking to buy in the next 6 months, we want to hear at least 6 properties, 10, 20, even more than that. The best cash buyers will tell you 6 to over a dozen properties. Now, question 12, what's your financing source for these deals, right? Is it cash on hand? Are you using hard money, private money, traditional bank financing, JV partners? Are you partnering up with anyone? And whether you know it or not, this question will help you establish if they're a serious buyer or not. Now, if you're dealing with a cash buyer who cannot answer this clearly and quickly, then they may have no idea how they're going to get the funds to purchase their next fix and flip. And if this cash buyer has no idea where their funds are coming in from for their next deal, then this cash buyer needs to go lower on your cash buyer list or not on there at all. So sophisticated cash buyers are most likely going to be using a blended approach of private money lenders, hard money lenders, JV partners, and lines of credit. Now, this question is important because you need your cash buyers to have access to cash in order to buy your wholesale deals quickly from you, because we typically operate with very tight timelines. I mean, sometimes needing decisions within 72 hours, 7 days, a couple weeks, and the faster your cash buyers can move, the better for you. The more that you can move around, the more flexible you can be, and the more deals you're going to close. So we want to find cash buyers that can close deals pretty darn quickly, which leads me to our next question, which is how quickly can you close on a great deal that I bring you that fits your buying criteria? And I want to see, can they close within a day if needed, within a week, 2 weeks, a month? Do you need over a month? And this allows you and I to discern, can they close on these houses and when? Now, the best cash buyers can typically close on a project in 1 day, but it's never really fun as a fix and flipper to have to organize $500,000 or $1 million in 1 day in order to buy a property. Ask me how I know, fixed and flipped a lot of property. So most people will probably answer within a week or a few days or 2 weeks on this. That shouldn't raise alarm bells. That should be very customary. And as they answer this question, they could just be saying, hey, I want to close in 2 weeks, but I can close in 1 day, 2 days, 3 days if needed. So just be clear that a few days to a couple of weeks tops is a very normal closing time for even the best cash buyers that are out there. And the general principle to know here is that sophisticated ones will be able to close quicker, whereas the less sophisticated buyers, they're going to tell you, I need a month to close. That's a red flag. No cash buyer needs a month to close on a fix and flip deal if they're worth their salt and serious and actually doing volume. So just know that anything over a couple of weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, that's a red flag and not a cash buyer that we want to work with. Now, once you have all these answers, you're able to input these into your cash buyers list sheet so you can stay organized. And now you're going to be ahead of 99% of other wholesalers when talking to cash buyers, because guess what? You talked to them first before you found them deals and you actually listened. Wow, you stick out like a sore thumb in a good way. And you can use this questioning over the phone, on Zoom, and even in in-person meetings. And here's how we end the conversation. So when I reach back out to you, I'll be sure to have a great deal that fits your buying criteria. And can you just please respond back to me as promptly as you can? Just because these deals go quickly, typically within a day or two, so I don't want you to miss out on a great deal. Sound good? And then we can thank them for their time and let them know you're looking forward to doing business with them. And this is exactly how the pros build real relationships with cash buyers and actually close wholesale deals totaling 5 to 6 figures a month and even 6 to 7 figures a year. Now, here's the truth. If you just use this script and actually talk to 5 real cash buyers this week, your wholesaling business will change overnight. And most wholesalers never do this part. Just look in the comments on any YouTube video talking about cash buyers. They're complaining. They hide behind text messages, they avoid the phone, and that's exactly why they don't get paid. So download the free cash buyer script below, and you can also get this at realestateskills.com/cash buyer script. But use it exactly how I showed you and start building real cash buyer relationships that actually pay you 6 to 7 figures a year. And now that you know how to talk to cash buyers, if you want my full MLS offer system to make $10,000 to $100,000 a month consistently through wholesaling and flipping houses without having to spend $1 in marketing, just go to realestateskills.com/training and you'll be able to see the ins and outs of this. And then you can book a free strategy session call with my team and I right after checking it out. And now, thankfully, you can actually stop guessing, stop hoping, and stop trying to make random deals work with cash buyers, because you'll be finding the exact deals your cash buyers want, making them ecstatic to work with you, and actually having them cutting you the largest wholesale checks possible for your deals every month. So if you enjoyed this video, definitely like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. And let me know what your favorite question was from the cash buyer script in the comments below. And if you need help finding and building your cash buyers list, now you know how to actually talk to them, then check out my video here. I'll teach you how to find cash buyers in your area and give you my cash buyer list sheet for free to keep all of your cash buyers organized in one central location. Happy wholesaling, grab the resources, and it's time to crush. Talk to you soon.